Hello. I have finally, for the first time, and I think it is 5 months, alone time. Since all this stupid corona stuff has hit and the kids were taken out of school, it's been a hectic, let's see, last 5 months. I think this started, actually no, it might have been April here. Maybe at the end of March, beginning of April, that they pulled the kids from school. But Wyatt is now back in school. The man is at work, TJ is at work, and Felicia is all alone. It feels really weird to roam around the house and not, I don't know, run into Wyatt pretending to play basketball in the living room or watching YouTube videos in the living room or whatever. It's actually nice. Now the dogs are just running around like, hey, I said stop. Sam, I'm gonna put you in the room. Now I've got doggy kindergarten in my house right now. Good Lord. So anyway, I'm up here cleaning and it was kind of dark, so I turned my light on. I need to clean my room, and Sarah was here last week. She visited for a week, and I have to deflate the air mattress, although, I'll be right back. I've got an old, like, sake bottle over there, and I just realized it was on the floor. I can't believe it didn't break. But anyway, Sarah was here last week. We had a really nice time. We went to Tybee a couple times. We went to Bonaventure Cemetery. We went downtown a couple times, and it was really nice. I miss having her around. Having her here made me realize that I don't have anyone, like, in my real life that, I guess, and I'm talking about friend-wise, that really gets me, you know, that understands my little quirks, and the fact that I might be 48 years old, but I still do, you know, I'm still kind of a big kid in a lot of ways, and I actually was talking to my husband about it the other day after Sarah left, and I said, you know, it sucks because it took years to form like this bond, this friendship that her and I have. I'll never have that again with anybody because, I mean, it takes a long time to really, I guess, get to know someone and to understand their little weird habits, and I don't know, and plus her and I, we have a lot in common too, so, I mean, she likes movies, and we do the movie quote thing back and forth all the time, you know, like I'll say something and I'll quote a movie and she gets it, and she'll just laugh. She knows what I'm talking about. I don't know. I just realized that I don't have that here, and I probably never will. So when she does come to visit, it's really nice because it's familiarity and a very comfortable feeling because, well, for the reasons that I just listed. But I miss her. I miss having her around. It'll take me a couple days before I put that air mattress away. There's like a little part of me that keeps hoping she's gonna pull into the driveway, you know, and say, surprise! She actually did that last year. Was it last year? She coordinated with the man, and I was expecting her on a certain day, and she ended up showing up like a day or two earlier. And what's funny is I was sitting on the couch and I made some Chinese food, and I was eating noodles. And he walked in from the garage, and right behind him was Sarah, and I almost choked on my noodles because I wasn't expecting to see her, you know. But anyhow, she got me this for my birthday, the Natasha Denona Sunrise palette. Me likey. I like it a lot. I was looking at it, here, let me hold it closer. I was looking at it on Beautylish, and the colors are, I'm going to zoom in this way. It's really hard to get a good idea of what the colors are. I feel like pictures online, they just, I don't know. There's so much like fake advertising, false advertising, so you don't actually, like, until you get it in the mail. Because I have a Sephora, but it sucks, and they put all their testers away like they were healthy before. Oh my God. Coronavirus probably started at a Sephora. Here's the other palette that I got. This is her newest one, the bronze palette. And there are fingerprints everywhere. I like that it opens all the way. This is a nice palette. This one's really nice. I use this one a lot too. Well, I shouldn't say too, because I've only used the Sunrise palette this past weekend for work. But I really like her palettes. This one is definitely a big favorite of mine. This is the Metropolis palette. This one is also very nice. So I got a nice little collection here. There's one, I think it's the Love palette is what it's called. I keep going back and forth about about that one. And then also, what's the other one? There's one that, oh, it's got all gold shades in it. And I think I may get that one too, because I love gold colors, you know, on the old eyeballs. But here's my little Natasha Denona collection. You guys have gotten rid of so much makeup, it isn't even funny. Like, I decided, I think this was like right around last year, that I was done buying cheap makeup. I won't spend another dime on cheap stuff. I don't care. So I actually got rid of a lot of like Morphe palettes because they're just crap, honestly. I feel like when you first buy them, they're decent. But then it almost seems like the longer they sit, the worse they get. So I still have three. No, I still have four because I like some of the shimmers, but the mattes are horrible. They just poof away. You start to blend and it's barely any color. And I think that the longer those palettes sit, the worse the matte shades become. I've also decided that I don't like Huda Beauty anymore because it was something similar. I can't remember which palette it was that I was using. Maybe it was this one. And I'll keep it because of the shimmer shades, but I think it was this one right here. I put it on and it just gone. So I don't know. And I still have four of the small Huda palettes. I have these, but I never use them. I have these four. And I realized too, it's the same thing with this one, especially the Mauve Obsessions. I don't know, the mattes just, they're lacking. And I just, like I said, I could be wrong, but I almost get the impression that these mattes, they just don't, I don't know, they don't do well, they don't age well, if that makes sense. I feel like I'm gonna have to separate the dogs because she's up here chewing on a bone and Sam is like circling around her like a shark. So I think I'm going to separate them. Her ears are back so I can tell she's agitated. So I think I'm gonna put Sam downstairs. I'll be right back. All right, she's in her cage. I don't know. We don't keep Sam and Dean together anymore. They got into it again about a month ago and Dean ripped open Sam's ear. So we've been keeping them separated because I love Dean to death, but Dean is not meant to be in a family with multiple dogs. He's the sweetest puppy ever, but I just don't think he should be in a house with multiple animals. Because Sam is an alpha, Dean is also an alpha, and you know, for the longest time they got along fine. They would play, run around and whatnot, and I think I know what happened. Dean is deathly afraid of storms. So one day we had a bad storm and the thunder was just, it was awful. So Dean came up here and he hid underneath a chair in the corner. Well, Sam came up. I left the door open and Sam came up, and the next thing you know, you can hear him going at it, and Mike got up here a little too late. And what kills me is Sam is a big dog. Sam is 80 pounds, I think 80 or 81 pounds, and Dean's just a little guy. Dean's only like, I think 50 pounds maybe. But he always gets the better of Sam. Sam's not a fighter. Sam's a lover. But So anyway, I know Dean was nervous and Sam came up here, and that I know that's what happened, but Dean is just, I don't know. We just have to keep them separated. But anyway, so that was last week. Sarah was here. It was also my birthday. I'm 48 now. You know what's funny is the only good thing about having to wear these stupid masks is all of my age is around my mouth. So when I wear a mask, you know, maybe from the nose up, I might look like I'm 35 because I don't have forehead wrinkles and I barely have anything around my eyes, but from the mouth down, I'm definitely 48 because I got this sagging. I think I complained before, and then my neck is starting to turn into tissue paper. So I am 48. I can't believe it. Time's just flying. But I got something for my birthday that I've wanted for a long time, and I was actually saving money for it. And when this virus thing hit and people were out of work, it's like, go figure, you're out of work, but you're going to spend $200 to $300 on a Nintendo Switch. Makes a lot of sense, but that's what happened. People were just buying them up because they knew they were going to be stuck at home. And so for the longest time, you couldn't get them. And then when they were finally available again, and I found this out from the guy at GameStop, what was happening was people were buying them up as soon as they would come back into stock, and they were selling them for $100 to $200 more than what they're originally worth. Because I saw them on Amazon, and a Nintendo Lite normally is $199, and I was seeing it for like $350, you know, like right around there, $300 to $350. And then the Switch was, I saw some of them going for $475, and it's like, you must be out of your damn mind. So I was like, no. I'm like, I'll just wait until the hysteria is done and they start restocking. So the day before my birthday, I went into GameStop just out of curiosity because they were closed for the longest time. And the guy had 3 Switches. Ow! The guy had 3 Switches in stock, and I didn't have my money on me. But I asked him, I said, are they normal price? And that's when he told me what people were doing. Ow, I ripped my hair. That hurt. I got a nail here that's ripped, and so when I did that, it just caught my hair. So he goes, you know, I don't anticipate these being here through the end of the day. He goes, because they're just really hot right now and everybody wants them. And he's like, I've already had like 3 phone calls about these. And I'm like, whatever, dude. So the next day happened to be my birthday, and Sarah and I went to Tybee, and then when we came home, Mike took us all out to dinner. And I was telling him about the Switch being in stock at GameStop. And so on the way home, he got me a really awesome cake, and then he went to GameStop, and lo and behold, what a liar that guy was. Ah, he was able to get me the last one. The girl that was working, she goes, oh, we have 1 left. So I got it. And what's funny is, like, I've seen him before, you know. It's not like it's something new that I've never seen, but I guess I just never realized when I'm playing this, I feel so, I don't know, it feels like fragile, you know, like I really need to be careful with this. But so he got me the game, obviously. He got me the Switch, 2 games, this case, and then what is it, the screen protector, but he bought the wrong one. He got it for a light. But Mario is one of my favorite games, like the classic Mario. I still have work hair going on. It's Monday. I put it up in a little bun. I only slept for like 4 hours. I don't know, I can't sleep longer than that. And then I'll stay up till like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, sometimes later. Why is it so dark? I feel like I'm really dark. Look how long my hair's getting. I think I mentioned this the last time. It's getting pretty long. I asked the man the other day, I was like, now that I'm getting older, do you think I should cut my hair? And he's like, hell no. I wouldn't. I don't think I want short hair. I think that I would feel kind of strange if my hair were short. But he was like, no, don't cut your hair. He goes, let it grow. Or keep it long. I'm not going to let it get down to my ass or anything, but I'd like at least another inch, and then I'll be good. And then I'll just keep it there. And then I was talking to him too, and I was like, well, when gray hair really starts to come in on me, I think what I'm going to do is, and I'm talking like massive amounts of gray hair, like my roots are just all gray all over my head. I'm going to go to the girl that does my hair, and I'm going to have her just make all my hair silver. And I'll keep it long, so I'll have long, whatever that is, grayish silver hair. That's what I'm going to do, instead of just like the upkeep of having to dye it, because my hair is so dark. Unless I just went blonde, which I'm not going to do. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go completely silver and then just be done forever. Anyway, I've been feeling a little blah lately. But I think that's normal, considering you can't go anywhere really without somebody telling you to wear a stupid mask. My opinion about this virus is a very unpopular one, and I'm not going to get into it because who cares? It doesn't matter what I think. It doesn't matter what you think. We're not the ones in charge. But I will say this. I really, 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 really detest having to do something against my will. And some of you will say, well, it's for the greater good. No, it's not. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to say one more thing. I was talking to somebody not too long ago about all this, because this person and I have a different opinion on what's going on. I don't just look, actually I don't look to the news at all for information, because they will withhold information. They will give half-truths. They will only tell you what they think you need to hear. So what I do is I search for outside sources. I look outside of the mainstream media. And I have seen a lot of videos from physicians and immunologists. And that's how I have formed my opinion about this virus. And that's why I just think it's all nonsense. Obviously people will die from this, just like they'll die from the flu. But living your life in fear constantly, that just seems completely irrational, in my opinion. If you're going to be that way, then don't even get in a car. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's it. That's all I'm going to say about that, because I really don't want to get into it, and I don't want to be inundated in comments about it. But, you know, that's about as much as I'll say. Mine is a very unpopular opinion. I think a lot of people think the same way that I do, but they're afraid to say it, because the mask Nazis out there, they really like to play virtuous, put you down because you're not. And I'm done. Holy crap, I'm not getting into it. I really should be done anyway, because I'm at 20 minutes, but I just wanted to say hi. I'll probably film more because, you know, alone time is the best time. Also, one other thing before I go, I'm not on Instagram. I may not go back. I logged out of my account probably 3 weeks ago because I couldn't deal with some of the stupidity that I was seeing. I mean, I feel like at this point in my life, even if you're a friend of mine, I would have no problem telling you that you're stupid. You know, all I'm going to say is look into things on your own before you start opening your mouth. That's all I'm going to say. Look into things before you decide to debate someone. Be rational. Because there are a lot of people that, you know I would refer to as internet friends who have lost their friggin' minds. I would have no problem telling you to your face that you're a dumbass. Because that's what friends are for, right? Of course, you'd probably be sitting there thinking the same thing, like, Felicia, you're a dumbass. It's fine. But I'm just saying that people can have their own opinions about things, and that's fine. But it doesn't mean that you're not a dumbass. Go ahead and have your opinions, but there are a lot of us out there that just shake our head. And of course, you probably do the same thing to us. Like, the news said. That's what I heard. Well, it was on the news, and I was like, and that's your first problem right there. You're listening to the news. Shut it off. Instagram was really good for getting links and things to videos that wouldn't make it on the news. And I mean videos from actual doctors, virologists and immunologists. Anyway, so I just kind of got tired of seeing the stupid posts on Instagram. And not even just about this virus, but about other things with politics. And so I've actually felt a little more relaxed since I logged off. That's why I'm saying I may not go back. So if you're friends with me on Instagram, I may not go back to it at all. Like, I just feel like I've had enough. I've had enough of it. But I don't know, we'll see. Maybe in the future I might log back on, but for now I'm very good. Like, I'm content not being on Instagram. So anyhow, but I'm gonna go, seriously now. I need to clean, and it's very quiet. I need some background noise, so I have to turn the TV on. Anyway, I'm really going now. So thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.